feeling of this one doing this and this one doing that, okay, got my grip correct, I can pretty much stand here and I can almost boom, okay, boom, okay, the club face and everything, it's all square to my swing path. So today I'm going to show you a secret hack, okay, that most people tend to not understand or don't tend to work on, that's going to really help you to have more consistency in your golf game and possibly make you hit it further. So come on, let's go do it. So one of the things that we tend to focus on, and I've spoken a lot about this in videos before, is how the hands work, all right? And this is really vital. If you want to play consistent golf, you've got to make sure your hands work correctly. And you'll often see me standing at home or anywhere like this, practicing just this little move like this, okay? And what I'm practicing here is how my left hand's working, but also how my right hand is working in the swing. And if I can combine those two things up, I've just sussed golf basically. Golf becomes easy, all right? My left hand, if you remember, my left hand works as a chopper, okay? It's as though I'm chopping a piece of wood or anything like this, or hitting it with a hammer. It works in this action, all right? It doesn't work in this rolling action that we've been taught for so many years. My right hand, though, works in this throw motion, okay? So my right hand works in this action, as if I'm throwing a ball at the camera here, all right? Well, I've got to practice and train those two things to go and to work together and to time that release up, okay? So my left hand's working this way, it's a chopper, and this one's a thrower, all right? Practicing that and just getting that feel for that is going to make your golf a lot easier. Now, one of the simple things that you can do, bearing in mind if you get your hands on the club correctly, okay, making sure that you've got your hand in a position where your left hand's correctly on the shaft or on the club here with what we call a joint alignment, okay? So I want my joints to line up from here. Simple way to check that is if I just let my arms hang down in front of me like this, you can see how my palm face inwards. It doesn't face each other, which is what we were taught for many years. It faces this way here like so, and that's how I want my hand to work during the swing, okay? So that's really important that you practice that. So make sure your left hand goes on correctly. The right hand, though, obviously goes onto the back of the shaft. So when I'm hitting anything, it goes onto the back of the shaft, okay? And that's really important as well. So that's the first steps that you've got to make right. And watch some of the videos that I've done before. Make sure that the hands go onto the club correctly. So with that action in mind, this action here, this chopping motion and this throw motion, I can combine that into a golf swing. And when I have that visual, that understanding of how those wrists work, I can pretty much almost set the wrist pretty early and then just do the swing. So what I mean by that is I can stand here, take a dress, I've got that feeling of the wrist setting. So I've got the feeling of this one doing this and this one doing that, okay? Got my grip correct. I can pretty much stand here and I can almost boom, okay, boom, okay, the club face and everything, it's all square to my swing path, and I'm pretty much feeling that hinge, that chopping action on my left wrist and that hinging of my right wrist. I've pretty much set the angle almost straight away. Now when you set your wrists, it's entirely up to you. I've always been somebody who likes to set it early and then just turn back, but some people like Tiger Woods used to be halfway back, Sergio Garcia, let's say, all the way to the top, Greg Norman all the way to the top and then set it. Preference for me would be slightly early. I'd rather go early for most people, because once I've set those wrists, and this predates almost to like a Faldo drill that he used to do many years ago, but the main thing is here, I set my wrist here, I've got that action, I've set it, so I can almost hit shots by setting the wrist, turning back and hitting the ball, and I'm going to have so much more consistency than I've ever had before, because I've got the same motion, it's reliable, all right? So that feeling, stand into the ball here like so, set up to it and just boom, okay, boom, I'm on line. And also you'll notice as well, my club face remains square to my swing path, okay, which is the leading edge of the club is matching my spine angle, because all I've got to do from there, once I've set that, is just turn my hands up. I've got a consistent swing position every single time, okay, without even trying. But that's just by making sure I have better understanding of how the hands work, okay, and how the wrists work and so on, and that actually works better for me, all right? So practice that as much as you possibly can and hit shots doing it. So once you've got your grip on correct, okay, and you have a good understanding of the feel of what the wrists are actually doing, then I want you to go and hit some balls doing that. And what I mean by doing that is actually, I've got one teed up here, I've just got an 8 iron, and all I'm going to do here is just literally feel that wrist hinge. I'm going to pretty much just set the wrist back here, I'm going to just turn back and hit the ball, okay? I'm going to do that, and it's just going to give me a lot of consistency with my strike. It's a great way to practice every single time when you come out. Just have that clear understanding of how the left wrist works, which is this chopping motion, and this right hand works as a throwing motion. Combine the two up, bang like this, you're going to have a lot more consistency than you've ever had before. So there we have it. Try it, okay? Go out there, train that motion with those hands and have an understanding of how these wrists work, okay? We don't want them working in this motion. We're trying to get them to work like this, and that's how you're going to improve your accuracy quickly. I've done plenty of other videos on how the right hand works and this roll and throw release and so on, but to simplify it down, just set the wrist, turn back, hit the ball. You're going to improve your golf game dramatically, all right? Anyway, thank you for watching. Please remember to like and subscribe and share it with your friends as well, okay? If you think there's a golfer out there who needs that help, share it with them, all right? Thanks for watching. Please check the description below for any more information, but I'll catch you next time to try and make you play better golf.